I've often said jokingly to my family, I wish I could have learned how to sit down and get to writing before I got knocked off my feet. So I had to sit down and then I'd start writing, because I think it was time for me to do that, and I needed to go there and I needed to get writing. I just kept being busy doing other things. I sat down, and then all of a sudden, the creative writing was my therapy. In your books, you can be anything you need to be. You can run, you can jump, you can fly. And I'm like, yeah, isn't this great?
When MS stopped her in her tracks, one of the things that is so beautiful about her is the gracious way she has accepted her limitations.
It was really, really important right after 9/11 when my son Adam was on the first ship that went to the war. And he told me, sometimes I get scared. He said, but then I think of you. And I realized that I can do this. You're strong. You always told us that we can do it, and I can do that. I wrote about it in the book. I think that it was important for me, for the boys to realize that I was never going to allow any circumstance to take over and be in charge of the rest of my life. This is my journey. I'm in charge. You know, it's your attitude. It's just 10% circumstance. It's 90% your attitude. My body has the problem. My mind, my spirit, and my heart are as well as anyone's.
Cathy fights to prove to people that you do not have to be a victim, that your attitude is what is going to make or break your life.
Stuff's gonna happen. There's gonna be bumps in the roads. There's bumps in everybody's road. I can't tell you how many people have said to me, I would take your limp in a second if I could have your attitude. And it always makes me smile, because I keep thinking, it's there for the taking. Just take it. I wake up every day and decide, make a conscious decision that this is how I'm gonna be. This is the attitude I'm gonna have.
Today, Cathy and I are going to go to a speaking engagement she has, which is going to be about motivation and how you go about getting something done when you can't quite do it yourself. So did you put any thoughts into some of the stories you're going to tell, or are you just going to let it flow?
I think I'm going to let it flow, but do you remember the lady they came up to me and, oh, I want to talk to you about my husband?
Yes.
And I said, okay, and what's going on with your husband? And she went, well, I think he should do this, and I think he should do that, and I think he should do the other. And I said to her, who are we talking about? You or your husband? And she said, well, my husband. I said, well, then how come every sentence starts with I? I said, and she went, oh, I get it.
This could possibly be the problem.
That's right, that could be the problem. My son Adam asked me once, we were sitting in California watching the sunset, and he said to me, Mom, if you could go back and change anything, what would you change? And I thought, wow, what a great question. And then I realized I wouldn't change anything. This is my life. Everything that's happened to you has happened for a reason, to get you to the next place. I'm telling you, if God came right down now and said to me, oh, sorry, it wasn't supposed to be you. It was supposed to be the person next to you. There is no way I would ever give it back. Ever, 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 ever. Because this has been the most incredible journey.